have any drama at all, I don't care. Anything else, you're out of our system. You're not going to be there. Number 2 is purpose. Do you share purpose and values with us? And then number 3 is aptitude. Those are the 3 things that we use. Time is the second thing. So on the national average, what is the national average for quit rates? Does anybody know?
3%.
Say again? Quit rate percentage of students that you lose. I've heard it's around like 7. Maybe over there it's just a little bit different, but I heard on average it's around 7. So I tell my team, your time is valuable. I don't want you spending time calling appointments. I don't want you to spend time doing follow-up calls for appointments that didn't show up or for trials trying to sign people up. I want you to be able to spend time on the floor with our students making a difference. Every moment that they're spent on the phone making a call is a moment they're not actually affecting someone's life. So when we talk about trials, I want to hear if these numbers are close to what you guys have found. If I get in front of 100 people, 50% of them are not going to be interested in what I have to say. So this is not necessarily with ads. This is with walking up and actually talking to people, VIPing on the street. If I approach 100 people, 50% of them are not going to be interested in what I have to say. 50% of them will actually be interested. It's 25 people. 50% of them will give me a name and number. Oh, look at that. What's 50% of 25? Say again? I was going to say, I wanted to round up. I was going to see if anybody was going to round up or if you guys were going to round down. So 50% of them are actually going to give me a name and number. 50% of them are going to schedule an appointment. How many?
7.
Round up. I like it. Good. 50% of them are going to show up.
4.
4, thank you. 50% of them are going to do a trial. 2. 50% of them are going to sign up. 1. So in general, when we're approaching people, this is the numbers that we use. Now in our school, we've done a lot of work to affect these numbers. We don't necessarily control these. But what we can do is we can control the last numbers. We can control how many people show up for the appointment. We can control how many people sign up for a trial and how many people enroll into a full program. So our numbers, we actually shoot, it's got to be a minimum of 80% for each one of these numbers. But if you think about this from a staff member's point of view, if you have 100 students, let's even make it better, you have 400 students in your school, and you have a 7% quit rate, how many people are you losing in 1 month?
28.
You're losing 28 people. How many people do you have to put into your school to break even? 28. But we don't want 28. We want 29 or 30 because we want to grow, right? So I teach my staff, if you have a 7% quit rate and you have to put 30 people into your program, how many people do you have to approach every month? How many? 30 times 3,000. You have to talk to 3,000 people if you're using these numbers. And I ask them, how much fun is it to make 3,000 appointments, 3,000 phone calls, 3,000 follow-ups for people that didn't miss their appointment? They're burning their time. They're not living purpose. They're not actually doing what they signed up to do. Make sense? So when we talk about quit rate with the team, we're talking about not only living purpose, but we're also talking about how they spend their time, lifestyle. And then last of all, if they want to get paid, we need to keep people in our school. And I teach them that. If we lose more students that we bring in, guess what? Your paycheck next time around might be less because we do some profit sharing. So, they'll get their normal pay, but then they don't get the bonus on top of that. So we teach them, not only is it about purpose, not only is it about your time, but it's also about your money. Any questions on that? Nothing? That's fine. Let's go into the actual training. I would train them to get a better easel. Okay, so now how do we actually train the staff to make these adjustments? Because this is the important part. We talk about pre, during, after. Nobody quits. So during is when they come up to you and they say they're going to quit. Pre is everything that leads up to that. After is our service recovery. Nobody comes and quits here. Nobody actually quits. They don't make the decision to quit when they're telling you they're going to quit. When did it actually happen? Way back here. I call it the slow quit. Nobody quits fast, generally. They all quit slow. It's this little piece of a moose or this little inconsistency where we didn't live up to our promise that starts to build up over time. It's the value that's not there that leads them eventually to quit. So we have to teach our staff two things. Number one, how do we set it up so that the things that they're talking to the team about ahead of time never allows them to get to the quit. And then when they do get to the quit, what are the steps that we have to actually stop them from quitting? Make sense? So you guys tell me, why do people quit? Nobody knows why people quit? Money. Why else do they quit? Schedule.
Class, kid loses interest.
What else?
Activities.
Other activities. What else?
School.
Say more.
School.
As in
they changed the school from elementary school to...
Oh, okay. So different, so schedule might be? Schedule, okay.
That's schedule.
Give me one more. Actually, schedule up there already, isn't it?
Injuries.
Injuries, yes.